everything has been taken care of. What Jurian told me now is that it's a good idea to talk about the usage and the acceleration of drugs during pickup. What is the opinion about that in general? No, I won't talk about it because I hate drugs. I don't do drugs. It's not in the subject what I want to talk about. What I do want to talk about is I want to know what you guys are bumping into. What are the issues? What are the things that you have to deal with? So I would do an open question and answer. I think people know me already for my night game. I'm a night game specialist. I don't do day game. I've never done it. I've tried it in the past, and I failed miserably. I did everything style. You know, when I started the book, the game came out in the Dutch version. I was there with the introduction. I met Neil Strauss. I met style, and it was completely mystery style itself. Everything with that small group back then, and they had the routines with you go into a perfumery, drugstore, and you put perfume on your wrist, and you go out and you ask their opinions of women passing by. Where do you smell best for me? And I tried it for one day, and I thought, well, this is not my style. I don't do this. So I went out, tried other things. I tried routines. I tried opinions. I tried everything else, and I figured out this doesn't work for me. So I threw everything overboard. And then, as I was in the nightlife of Amsterdam, I had my own company. I had a VIP service company. I thought by myself, I'll stick with Nightgame. And that helped me quite a lot because I always do everything during the night. That is my forte. I don't know if anybody read my field reports or labor reports in the past. I've written quite a lot during the period of 2006 and 2008. I think about 100. Every weekend was really funny. You know, honestly, I had a good wingman, Alex May. Some of you probably know him. He's the one who does the sexual advance classes, workshops. And he told me, he said, Peter, the first thing that you have to learn within the night game is don't do game. Simply don't do game at all. Just go out and have fun. Yeah, but then I will never get in touch with women in general. I said, yeah, true, but when you're not gaming, you're not thinking. You don't set goals. And not setting goals will help you advance in night game. So with really hard, I had really difficult time then doing that. Get that idea of I have to score numbers tonight. I have to get her tonight. Put that out of your memory. It won't work with you. In the long end, it will just affect you. You walk into a wall. 7 of 10 people that you talk to during the evening will dump you, will reject you. And that is something that you don't want to have that. You want to have a good feeling. I just showed some guys here some pictures I made in the past few years. And all were done because of night game and not setting goals. I opened 3 sets in one evening. Why? Because I know within those 3, my success rate is much higher than if you open 10. And if you find one, you stick to it. You don't go hunting for the next one. You don't follow your dick around in the club. I'm not kidding. It's really that it's hard to understand for some people because a lot of workshops that you get from a lot of other guys and what you see on the internet, what you read, that going to a set open, 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 get her number, get her number, get her number, get her number. And what do you do afterwards? You go home, you have 5 numbers, and then? Anybody? You give her a text, you call her. 9 out of 10, she won't pick it up and she will reject you, she will flake you. That only one person is, most of the times, is the last one, and that's the first one you got. Simply because she wasn't paying attention to what you were doing afterwards. Night game is for a lot of people difficult because you got the noise, you got the DJs playing their damn music, you got the heat, you got the darkness, you got some lighting going around, flickering in your eyes. You can't make any fast connection with somebody. Eye contact is sometimes impossible because of the dark, but you can see it. The eye white, you know where it is. You can somewhere guess around where you look into somebody's eye. Use that. I have no idea where to go to now. And okay, let's say, does anybody have a problem in the evening with night game? Who does? Yes. Tell me. What's your issue?
Well, the problem that I run into is that because of the music, I can't really have the conversation. As you said, it's quite hard to actually find a connection with someone.
Have you ever tried? You're standing right opposite for her. You walk up to her. You have eye contact. You got everything. Yeah. Do you break the touch barrier? Do you pull her into you?
Well, I don't really pull her into me, but I do make the physical contact.
Pull her into you. Grab her. Pull. Renentie, can I get you?
Yes.
Can I have you for a moment?
Okay.
There's a room right next to her. Come on, come over. Can I get you? Sure. Okay. She's here.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Okay. Very easily. When there's music, get her. You just simply touch her on the back. You pull her in, and you whisper in her ear. Whisper in her ear. You pull back and you keep eye contact. You listen to what she's saying. And if you don't hear it, what are you saying? That's it. That's the easy way. You have your, she won't go away. Because you got your hand around her waist. She can pull back, but then you let her go. Simply let her go. Don't force her.
No, I meant you can always pull me back. If I try to leave, you should go.
No. That's also something. That's something that things. Yeah? Anybody else? Yeah.
Well, I can't do my makeup stuff, but how do you take it further? How can I bring them over?
When do you start making out? At the end? In the middle? Immediately? Sorry?
Of the conversation of no. Where in the conversation? Or
Yeah, where in the conversation do you do that?
Depends. Sometimes between you open and within 10 seconds, and sometimes
You make out within 10 seconds?
sometimes.
I want to have your number. It takes me somewhat longer, but I don't. As I said, I don't go into it.
Okay.
You know, I'll keep a little bit distance, just to make her more comfort with her, to build comfort, to have her relaxed. Her guards has to be completely down, underground at least. And the moment then you make out, then you have the chance is much higher to get her, to pull her home.
So more connection then.
The more connection you build within the time that you invest, not more 10 minutes longer or 15 minutes longer, or half an hour. No, 1.5 hours. The intention is going to build up. Also, sexual intention is going to build up because you're giving her the attention. You're listening to her. You watch her. You watch how she reacts with the body language. Keep an eye on that. Look in her eyes. Keep the eye contact going. Talk to her left ear. Talk in her left ear. Watch her left eye. Those are the sides that you really have to concentrate. I already told sometimes before, our brain is a very peculiar thing, peculiar machine. Everything is crossed. Everything what happens on the left side is affected on the right. Everything what happens on the right side is affected on the left. If somebody has a brain infarct, on the right side, the opposite side will go completely numb. That's also how it works with pickup. If you talk into her left ear, her right side, where emotion, creativity, and all those things are located, is going to be stimulated. The right side, or the left side of the brain, is the logical. which is going to be switched off the moment that she drinks a glass of wine. No, not kidding. That's why I advocate also, don't drink during game, especially during night game. Don't drink. Leave the drinks at home, on the counter. Get a Coke, get a glass of water. Keep you hydrated. Yeah, the water keeps you hydrated, the sugar gets you going, and the caffeine will keep you awake. And you'll be tomorrow. In the next morning, you'll be much fitter than anybody else who drank. So you can go for a second time. No, it does really. Questions? Anyone? Yes.
What if you're a low energy guy, and how can you manage yourself in a high energy environment as a club, for example?
The trick with that, he asked for how you do, when you're a low energy guy, how you do it in a high energy environment. The trick is preparation. How you prepare for the evening is going to do the rest of it. If it's in a high energy environment, which is what really means that you also have to go up there. Hang around, be the cool dude. You don't have to be high energy at all. Don't conform to the rest of it. That will make you stand out. People will come up to you and say, okay, listen, what's wrong with you? Use that. That's a situation. Use that opener. They're opening you, so that's even easier. Getting things done and in a high energy club or bar or whatever is being different than the rest. So if you're a low energy somebody, going on a lower level, they'll adjust to you. They'll pick you out. They'll come up to you and say, what's wrong with you? Hook, sinker, bait, done. You're mine. And she'll lower herself also. And then you're on the same level. And then you can go a little step higher and then you overpower her. In a not sexual way. At the end, well, but not before. Yes?
Could you explain overpower?
Be the dominant one. She'll come up to you and she'll try to pull you in. You know, pull you in her bubble. The trick is to flip it around and pull her into your bubble. And then you're much more confident. You can overpower her. You step over her. You see just a little bit above her. Anyone else? Really? Everybody's here a specialist? No? Yeah.
What are the 3 keys for a successful night game?
The 3 keys for yeah, 3 keys for successful night game. Preparation, preparation, preparation. In what, how, why? Easily. Everything breaks on the moment that you step out of the door. Mindset. Do you feel confident? Do you know where you're going? Do you know what is going to be expected from you? What do you expect from that evening? If I go back for the first bit, preparation and going outside the door. Are you in the mood to go out and have fun? And that's the most important thing. If you don't have that, don't go out. Stay at home. Because in the long end, it will kill you. It will pull all the energy, it will suck you completely dry. You go out with a long face and you'll have the most terrible night of your life. You can enforce it, of course, the fun factor. For instance, you play your favorite music, or you listen to the music that is going to be played in the club. You do affirmations, you do meditation. Those 3 things will solidify your mood, your state of mind. When that is solidified, because it doesn't happen overnight, it takes a while. Especially with affirmations, you have to do it at least for 3 months to get it really embedded inside of your subconsciousness. When you do that in combination with music, you're going to go into a situation, in an environment where the music is correct, is completely similar to what you did during your affirmation with the music on the background. So you're immediately in state. Your subconscious will immediately say, hey, this I know, this is the music I know, which makes me much more positive. And so the longness, how long you can game at that very moment is much longer than at the beginning. But during the time you will learn how to cope with that. Also, what was the second point?
No, there was only one.
No, preparation in general. Okay. Also, when you go into a club, you're going to bump into, for instance, the bouncers. Most clubs, most bars here in Amsterdam have bouncers. How you handle those guys depends if you get in or not, even if you have a ticket or not. If you have the wrong clothes, prepare for that. Look up if there is a dress code. If there is a dress code, conform to the dress code. Vince, you here? Oh, you're going to be a challenge, man.
No, I'm ready for it.
No, don't worry, I know those guys. but dress code, first, as you can see, I always wear a jacket. When I go out, I wear a jacket, button-down shirt, jeans, and some dress shoes. Because I go to parties where these kinds of people walk around in. High class women need high class, looking for high class men. And if you conform to that and you do a little extra, I had a necklace. That was my extra, that was my peacock item, as they call it. And that drew the attention because I was different than the rest of them. And of course I knew how to game the girls or the women. I had those little things that made me completely different from the rest. I didn't conform to the rest. How are you doing? Do you enjoy yourself? No. What did you do last night, for instance? I don't ask this regular questions like everybody else. You probably heard it already the whole day. So look around, use the situation that you're in. So going back to the bouncers. Bouncers really decide if you're getting into a party or not. If you step up to a bouncer with an upside down frown, they don't want to have those kind of people in the club or in the bar. So you'll be rejected immediately. You'll be, thank you very much, have a nice evening. No, we are full. It's membership only. There is no membership. There is no such thing as membership. In the whole of Netherlands, there is no club, no bar which has membership. It's bullshit. If you go up there, have a smile on your face. Talk to your neighbors in front of you, in the back of you. Let them see that you're a social guy. And talking to people in front of you or at the back of you, or behind you, will even get you to remember them inside of the club. If you bump into them, hey, you got in? And you get into a conversation, blah, blah, blah. In the meantime, you're looking around, checking out the girls, searching for eye contact, for the smiles, for the signals that you might receive. What I did when I started out in Nightgame, I knew most of the bouncers here in Amsterdam. So for me, it was quite normal to get in, pass the line, just simply slip in and then go into the club. But greeting them, just shaking their hands, how are you doing? How is it tonight? Just simply asking how they're feeling will make you a wanted guest for the future. They'd rather have you than somebody who looks like you but doesn't do that. So, the moment that you're past the bouncers, don't forget to thank them then when you're going out. Don't give them money. Most of the people, they do this. They hold up their hands, you say, for the tip. I don't tip, ever. I never did. What I did is I bought them drinks. Just only once, and they'll remember you for it. For instance, Escape, Amsterdam here. First time that I went there, I was invited by the DJ. And if you've seen the escape bouncers, they're 2 meters. They're built like this shit brick house. They can swat you with your hand and you're flying 2 meters away. They're that powerful. They get hands like shovels, really. And the first thing that I did, when I got in, I went to the bar and I said, listen, what are these bouncers drinking? And there were 6 bouncers at that very moment. There still are, I think, 6. 2 people who search you, 1 at the beginning, 2, 3 men outside. Yes, 6 bouncers. And I asked them, what do they drink? Oh, they like the water or Red Bull to keep them going also. So I bought them that drink. And I brought it personally. Normally they don't accept it, because they're not allowed to accept it, because it's bribery. But sometimes they do. And with me, I had the luck that they accepted it. And from that moment on, I had never had problems with them. Even if you help them out inside of a club, you see a woman there who's being bothered by somebody who's completely drunk, you're going to tell you're going to tell them to listen, that guy is harassing some woman over there. So I think that's not something that you want inside of a club. You don't have to say the last part. They'll say, okay, can you show me where he is? And they'll walk behind you. You won't even notice that they are. And you only have to do, you have to nod your head towards where the person is standing, and he'll be asked, really nicely, would you come with us? And he will be kicked out at the back door. And that will get you also into their positive book. Bouncers are really golden. If you know how to cope with those guys, you will never stand in a line. Never, ever. They see you in the line, they'll get you out, and they put you right in front. Getting to a club, the moment that bouncer's done, come into the club. First things, what a lot of people tell you is, go nuts. Open everything that you see. You see a woman, she smiles, you open her. Hey, she smiles also, you open her. The thing is, the moment that you're in the club, everybody is gathered in the lobby. You know, where everybody is hanging up their coats, chatting a little bit before they go into the loud club or something in the loud area. The moment that you start opening everything right there, will tell everybody else like, ooh, Mr. Popular is in. You're hitting on every girl, they'll see it, they'll notice it, they'll tell her friends, they'll tell the person standing next to her. You'll be branded, you will be marked for that evening as being the pickup artist, which you won't want to do, but that's something that you don't want to be at that very moment. You want to be the guy who knows the club, who's going out for a good time. Leave them. Leave those. You'll meet them later. But if there's some 1 or 2 person that you really feel attracted to, or that you see that they get the signals from her, why not? You can open her, but don't go opening the rest of them. Don't pull out your mobile phone immediately and get her number. The moment that you pull out your phone, everybody will look at you, because it flashes, it will light up. And 1 and 1 is 2, so they immediately know, okay, that's a number. But they see you then moving on to the next party, doing the same routine, do the same thing. And then the next one, and the next one. And then by the 4th, 5th one, you're done. So take your time, go to the bar, check out the place. Enjoy the music, enjoy the people around you. Have fun. Buy a drink for yourself. What I always advocate, check out the place. First time that you're in a club or in a bar, check out the place. Know where the emergency exits are, for instance. Know where the toilets are, where the library, where you hang up your coat. Where the dance floor is, because sometimes you don't know where the dance floor is. It's not that obvious sometimes in a bar. But there is a certain area which is dedicated to dance floor. check out what's the fastest bar, which bar you can reach and get your drinks the fastest way. Why emergency exits? Well, if something should ever happen within in a club, people start fighting or whatever, you know where it is. You grab two girls, you kick out the door, you're in the out. They'll be on your knees for the rest of your life. You saved them. It's really easy. That's easy. So know your way around within the club. Check it out. Take your time. Take an hour of the time that you're inside the club to check it out. By simply walking around. Where can I isolate a girl when I really want to isolate her? Where I won't be disturbed by friends, girlfriends, or other people. Take your time. And then slowly move towards the dance floor and relax. Enjoy the music. Talk to people around you. Hey, you were standing outside behind me. How are you doing? Do you feel right? Do you have a good time? And then start searching for your next target. And because of the fact that you did all of the things beforehand, the preparation, you'll be having fun much longer than somebody who fires all his bullets at the beginning of the evening. Because after 2 hours and 20 rejections, he'll be going home. You have opened 1 or 2, hopefully 3 sets by then. You will have much more energy left and much more positivity within you to last for the whole evening. And then you can pull somebody home. Because you invested that time. You did all those things. You don't waste energy on opening everybody else. Yeah? Anybody? Yes?
Maybe it's a dumb question as a newbie, but...
No problem. There is no newbies.
Okay. When you're in the club and you're walking around, I'm getting in my head, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And when I first approach, it always is awkward, and that's why a bit of warming up when in Nightgame is just talking to everybody.
Socializing, in
yeah,
general, yeah.
Yeah. But that's not really approaching, is it?
It is.
Okay.
Warming up is an approach.
Okay.
The moment that you step up to somebody is an approach. Warming up, it's good. If you're really confident afterwards,
yeah,
then do it. I won't tell you not to do it. I'm not that type of guy. But I would really slowly advocate to drop it. Try to get your confidence not from a warming up, but beforehand, before you do the approach. You can do that, of course. Next question would be, how do I do that? Honestly, I have no idea. Positivity is the moment that you close the door behind you. You have it or you don't. Are you really confident? Do you want to go out tonight or you don't want to go out tonight? If you don't want to go out, fuck it. I'll drop behind my computer. I'll do war games. I'm playing. Really, if I don't want to go out, I start playing Counter-Strike. Put the noise full on. Come and get me. Game on. Headshot. Next. Fuck that. But I'm happy, you know. I'm having fun. And sometimes I do want to go out. Often, especially when you're in Amsterdam, you simply want to go out. Not me. Not always. I go out. Then I know that I want to go out. I want to enjoy my evening. And that it will make it so much easier. Then you don't need to warm up. Warming up you do it during the day. That's warming up. If you're more confident doing that during the day, do it. But don't do it in the evening. But the moment that you approach somebody, cold, that's what you do. You do a cold approach. They'll notice. People around her, within 1 meter around her, will notice. If you get rejected within 5 minutes, you'll be the guy who got rejected within 5 minutes at the beginning of the evening. And you won't see it, but the people around you will be talking about you. And as you are standing out of the crowd, you're the guy who's, this is my party, they'll follow you around. They'll start talking about it. I don't want to talk fear inside of you because not to do it. But be careful when you do it. Don't do it at the beginning of the evening. Take your time. Get your shit together. Then approach. Yeah? Yes?
I have a question. Do you have like a structure that you follow from like meeting the girl until you get to your house or something?
Oh yeah, do you have 6 hours?
A structure, no. I mean a structure like a roadmap, because sometimes you're talking to a girl and then you think, oh, what should I do now? And then you don't know.
The programs that I do, the workshops that I give, will get you out of your head. I'm going to instruct you how. I'll give you instructions. For instance, when you approach a girl, the first thing that I tell is how is she standing again towards you? Is she open? Does she have a closed body language? Does she have an open body language? How is the group dynamics? I'll teach you. I'll give you some indications where to look for, what to look for. The moment that you step into a group or into a set or step up to somebody who's just standing there, simply there, I'll give you the tips, as I tell the tips from how to touch, break the touch barrier, what to do, where to hold her, what routines or what way do you hold her. For instance, you start with the elbow, upper arm, shoulder, upper back, lower back, hand. And the moment that you have her hand, that's the most intimate touch which you can have, because she can now signal you without everybody else seeing it. And then the next step would be lead. Grab her hand, pull her out, isolate her. Get her to know you better, in a better environment, in a relaxer environment. That could be outside in the lobby, or that could be at the bar, or that could be at the toilets, or at the wardrobe, or wherever place that you already scoped during the beginning of the evening, where you can easily isolate her without being interrupted by music, by people walking by, etc., etc. The moment that you isolate her, the next step would be escalating it. Sexually escalating, trying to kiss her. Getting that first kiss. Getting more intimate with her. Pull her into you. It's conversation techniques. What to say, how to say it. How to whisper it, what to listen for. How to react to that. Words association, for instance. If she starts talking about her vacation, because you ask her, what was your last vacation destination? She starts talking about her destination. You listen to her. You hear Cuba. You hear beach, rum, salsa. Oh, you dance salsa. Oh, listen, I just started it, and you also go salsa, and show me some moves. You get into dancing with her. You get more physical contact with her. And with salsa, it's really physical. So the moment that she steps into you, the next step is quite easy. You put the lips on hers. And then the next step would be, okay, we kissed. Could be awkward. Couldn't be. It could also be not awkward. If it's not awkward, you tell her, okay, listen, let's go back, and you start building on that comfort that you already have with her. She kissed you. She likes you. She's really into you. You don't go immediately and then say, okay, let's go to my place. The moment that you say, let's go, she'll say, okay, have a nice evening. She'll leave you there dead cold. But keep building. Keep building on the comfort. The attraction is way gone. It's done. Then you can check off the list. Attraction, done. Kiss, done. Comfort building now. On top of what you already have. making her feel more comfortable with you. You know, grabbing her hand again, squeezing it. Does she squeeze back? Yeah? Okay, it's good. I don't need anything else. I know that it's settled. And then also sometimes make fun of her a little bit. Not nagging, but teasing. And then whispering in her ear and doing all the things that a lover does. You become the lover at that very moment. And the next step for a lover is, let's go home. Even if it means staying till the end of the party, so that she's not within the view of her girlfriends, or with the people that she is. Because getting her out of a group which she came with is sometimes awkward. But when the girlfriends do approve of you, because there will be a time she will look around in the group if they approve of your company, of her company, of you. If that is all done, you can see it. They don't even have to ask it. Just by looking at their body language and looking how they react to your presence, makes it at that very moment decisive how the rest of the night will end. If she comes up to you and she offers you a drink, yeah, okay, great. That's one less drink I have to buy for myself. Not that I think like that, but I'll appreciate that. But I would also invite her, again, I will isolate her, bring her to the bar, ask her if what she wants to drink. Building on that, building on the comfort. And then, for 100%, I can almost say 100%, you can pull her home. Or she will pull you home. Depends on if it's a Dutch girl or not. If she's Dutch, she'll pull you home. I'm not kidding, no, really. Most girls I had, they pulled me out. Do you want to come home? Yeah, sure, why not? But just for tea. Yeah? Yes, good? Okay, fantastic. Anyone? Yes?
I have a question singing in my head.
Okay.
How do you view women?
Me?
Yes.
Personally?
Yes.
They're goddesses. They're the most beautiful creatures on the world. 2 legs, 2 long legs, nice ass, oh man, they're mine. And I worship them, I do. You won't ever find me putting any negative thoughts and any negative things into their minds or in their lives. I treat them like princesses. In the long end, in the long run, they will appreciate that. If you want to have a relationship, they will appreciate it even more. Dutch women in general are not used to that anymore. But because they're quite masculine. They're really dominative. They're independent. They know what they want. They're emancipated. And that makes them one of the most difficult women to gain. If you know how to gain them, the rest of the world will be at your feet. And I do know what I'm talking about. Especially when you go to East Europe, with your skills that you learn here, with all the experiences that you have here, you will be a king over there. They'll even let you fuck her in the ass. Honestly. Dutch women don't. Dutch women only will let you fuck them in the ass, sorry, but when they're really, really confident and they really trust you. Oh, really drunk. True, but those girls I don't gain. I don't gain drunken girls. When somebody is really drunk and she's really clingy, she really clings on me, holds on to me. Oh yeah, I like you. Oh, I gotta go. No, I'll drop her off at home, so I know that she's secure. I'll give her a kiss on the forehead and say, "See you later." I don't get her number. I don't get her anything. She'll find me. But the moment that she finds me, I'm king. I'm the master of the universe. You're the guy who saved me and brought me home. Come on over. I'll buy you. I'll cook you a dinner. Dinner cooking. Okay. How much condoms do I have? 2. That's enough. Really, a lot of people do try to game drunken women. Don't do that. That will really hit you in the head. It will destroy your ego. And not only yours, but also her self-value, her confidence. And that is, I always advocate, leave them better than you met them. If you meet them, you make them smile, you make them having fun, be the charming self. It is sometimes difficult to be that. But just a little spark of charm will get you a long, long way. Anyone? No questions? Oh. Yes.
What is the what?
Sorry?
When I'm talking to a girl in a bar, you can see her girlfriends nodding to each other, they look at each other, but how do you figure out what their body language is when they approve you?
When they approve you? Simply how they react towards the woman that you are talking to, which you are interested in. If they lock you out, it's easy. You're rejected. You don't have to do anything about it. You can turn around, you can walk away. But the moment that they come up to you and start talking to you, or not even, but you look at you and nodding, you're done. You're good. Don't fuck it up anymore. Don't do anything stupid anymore. Don't try to game her right there, right in front of them. When they switch on you like lightning, and then you're done. But the moment you can also ask them. Simply ask them also. Do I approve? With a big smile. And she will say yes. Okay. You don't turn around, of course, but you start talking to her. You start making a little conversation with her. But you're keeping your eye on your target, the woman that you really are interested in. And she will see that her girlfriend approves you because she's talking to you. And the other ones will also be immediately want to have their attention. They want to have your attention because they want to know you. Because they will advise at the end of the evening, if you don't take her home or something, they'll advise the woman that you're interested in, what to do next. When you call, one of her girlfriends will probably be there, and they say, oh, wait a minute, this is whoever this is. Yeah, pick it up. And they'll pick up. Or they will answer your text or WhatsApp or whatever you do. Simply because you're the kind of guy who talks to everybody, gives them the attention that they're looking for. They see that you're giving also some more attention to the woman that you're really interested in. That's it. Body language, being talkative, being open. Don't. When they really ask you, what are you doing? What is your job? What is your day job? Don't start with I'm a picture skipper. I'm a toilet painter or something like that. Tell them what you do, but do it with enthusiasm. Show them that you really do like what you're doing. And don't ask them immediately back from, okay, what are you doing then? Switch conversation, switch this topic, and go somewhere completely different. Ask them what they did, for instance, for a vacation trip or something like that. Or show them, listen, what do you think of that dress or those shoes, or did you see that? Situations around them, around the group itself. That will tell them also that you're also looking around, taking care of them. If you see somebody drunken coming into the group, you'll fend them off. They'll love you for it. They're really going to be happy for you because you're right there. She will see it, but her girlfriends will also see it. Group dynamics is really important. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. You had a question.
Yeah, what's your favorite opener? Is it like compliment the question or maybe
No, neither. I use situations. Compliments, I give only, I give one compliment to a woman. Just one. And I really tell her afterwards, The rest of you have to deserve. And she will do everything to get the next compliment. My openers are most of the times the environment that I'm in. You know, in a bar, people are walking by, you know, stepping on toes, dropping drinks, spilling drinks. Use those things as a opener. She is involved with it, or she already also noticed that. That will break the ice much easier than having an opinion over what do you think, who lies more, men or women? I did it, I tried it, I did it in the first 6 months, I did that. I went up to two girls and I asked them, listen, what would you do if you found letters of my past girlfriends under my pillow? And they were looking at me and saying, are you nuts or are you retarded, really? You ask us? Why do you ask us? And at that very moment I thought by myself, I tried several other ones, canned openers and all those kind of things, you know, questions, and firing questions at them. You're the interviewer. No. Listen what she tells. She'll ask the first question most of the times, and if not, then you do it. But listen to her, listen what she tells you. And use that, get some keywords out, and use that to get the conversation going. And during that period, you start to lead them. You lead the conversations. They'll listen to your stories, and they will ask you. And the moment that they are asking you questions, they want to know you. They're interested. Enough about me. What about you? Those kind of things. Yes?
How do you put in the flirty? Because it's a social conversation, but where do you put in the flirty stuff?
The flirty stuff is mostly body language. You don't, with a woman you can see this, she's playing with her hair, or she is, you know, standing straight up, you know, show her tits, or look at my ass, you know, the way that she stands in pose with you. You do the same thing, but you keep eye contact. You start touching her. You start, you know, laughing. You know, it's, okay, you're funny. You know, you keep the eye contact. And if you're in a positive mood and she's in a positive mood, the eyes speak books. It doesn't matter anymore what you're telling her. She'll react to your body language.
You
know?
use NLP?
No. No, I don't. Never. I'm not a real fan.
Not NLP, but yes.
That is probably lower form.
Yeah.
Real low form, but I don't do it consciously.
Yeah,
For me, opening and flirting with people from a distance just by eye contact, keeping longer eye contact. It's also the way and the length of the eye contact that you keep with a certain person, which tells a lot about you. No, the first 3 seconds is just scanning. I'm scanning the room, you know, it's just, oh, I saw him, I saw him, I saw him, oh, I saw her. Wait a minute. And then you go back, and then you can keep longer eye contact between 3 and 5 seconds. That's interest. Small form of interest. Between 5 and 7 seconds, that's really heavy interest. That's the period that she starts to smile, or you start to smile. The moment that you know, the moment that she smiles, you can break eye contact easily. She noticed you. You noticed her. Keeping longer eye contact, you're the fucking creep. Oh, she wants to get away now. So everything up to 7 seconds, it's no problem. Past the 7 seconds, you're done. She won't even give you more eye contact. She'll avoid it every second that she gets. The moment that you log on to her, she'll turn away. Even if nobody's standing there, she'll look down. Oh, look here, quarter. For instance. But eye contact and the way that you carry yourself, you know, posture, straight back, legs apart, nothing in front of you, no glass in front of you, but aside. I tell my clients always like, this is most men stand like this in the bar. This is a closed body language. Even if the legs are apart and your shoulders, this is closed. Why? During the Trojan years, the Trojan time, the Trojan period, the shields were right here. Here. The shield. He can't go through the shield. I really advise my clients with the top of the glass right next to your body, the other one in your pocket, and you're looking around. You're having a smile on your face, you're having fun, and they'll notice you. Also, the other thing with the hand above it, they can't drop any drugs into your drink. In Amsterdam, it is often common to drop something in your glass without you noticing it. Just putting your glass on top of somebody else and turning around is an opportunity to somebody to put some drugs in it. If not for you, then probably for the girl that you're talking to. Keep an eye on that also. Be worried about her condition, what she's about, where she's in. Tell her. Simply just telling her, hold on to your glass. Why? They could I don't want to scare you, of course. You put her to rest with the fact that you're telling her you don't want to scare the shit out of her. But I've met somebody who had somebody put something into a drink, which got her sick or something like that, and they will appreciate that from you. Small, really, real small things. In the end, they will pack out. They will be like a present dropped into your lap. Yes, anyone? Yeah.
How can I block my rivals in the club?
In the club, depends on who your rivals are. People walking past.
Sometimes, yeah.
Obstacles. Be right in front of that. Nobody can go through you. Make the distance between you and your target as small as possible.
Because if I want to isolate her, I grab her hand like this and then we walk.
The moment that you raise your hand, that means you don't have that much comfort with her.
Oh no, because I grab her hand like this.
Yeah?
I pull her.
It depends on what kind of environment you are and what age you're gaming. When I do that, for instance, in the age range that I do, with me it's 27 plus. If I do that, she won't budge, she won't move. The thing is, girls in general don't like to, especially Dutch girls, don't like to be stopped in the middle of something without you having eye contact with them.
Yeah, I start with everything and everything is going well. And
Okay.
I want to isolate her, but then obstacles.
Did you, in the meantime, did you break the touch barrier? Did you break the kino barrier? Do you have already contact with her the moment that you want to isolate her? Then the next thing is just drop your hands, grab her hands, ask her to follow you because you want to do something, do something with her, and then pull her. Just doing like grab her hand and then start walking without even telling you what you're going to do.
I'm telling her.
Oh, you're telling her. Then she will follow it.
That is not the problem.
But the rivals who will stop her.
Yes. Or stop
Simply, or stop you? No, they won't stop you. They stop if she's with a girlfriend or somebody else. They'll tell her, okay, you can't go. You step up to them. Sorry, guys, but I really want to talk to her. I really want to show it. Can I get your comfort? You ask for the permission. Simply by asking her permission. But if you have comfort within the group already, and also with her, they won't stop you. They will let you go. Except if she didn't tell you the truth that she probably has a husband at home, and she's just telling you she's not having a husband or somebody at home. Then it is completely different. It depends on how much information do you have from her, and do you really want to isolate her?
Okay, but she's not the problem.
She's not the problem. No, she's not. The problem will be with the people around her, and how much comfort you build, and how much comfort you build with those people. if you got them involved in a conversation, in a talking with them, they will let her go. They will see, okay, this is good. He's not a danger to her. She knows differently, but they don't know that. Except when they tell, except if she told them, he's probably going to take me away. That's a different story, of course. But the moment that, like I told him, if you got the approval from them, you can see it, they don't have to even tell you. If you got the approval from them, you can pull her out. They'll let her go, because they trust you. With the comfort, you build trust. And with that trust, you can do a lot of things. But don't misuse that trust. Because it will be, you will be kicked out of all the things that you build up. It just simply goes to the wastebasket. And that's a pity of all the time and energy that you put into it. That's your answer?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, building up a connection with a girl is the most important thing to do. I use comfort routines to do it, and they work well, but if the music's really loud, they won't work. So how do you build up a connection with a girl when you have really loud music?
With really loud music, I pull her into me. As I showed you with Renenzi, I really grab her and pull her into it, and I can whisper it in her ear. They don't have to shout it.